Whoa! Oh, hi there, friends. We're going over every single Pokemon from every single generation, and today we're talking about Generation 6, where we turned into Digimon for a bit there. If you missed the first 5 parts, then where have you been? Your father and I have been worried sick! In this video, we're going to look at every single Pokemon in Generation 6, as well as the Mega Evolutions. I wasn't 100% on board with Megas when they were first announced, but they really grew on me. Hey guys, I got a quick question for you. Do you guys like Mega Evolutions? I live alone. Obligatory YouTube actions. Chespin is super cute and likable. I get that he's based on a chestnut, but I don't really know what else he's based on. He's just kind of like a generic grassy rodent, but you know what? I don't really care. He's super cute. Quilladin I like a little bit less. They took a lot of the things that I liked about Chespin and they kind of hid them away in like a weird spiky shell kind of deal. I don't know. Chestnut feels really cool, but there's also some parts that I don't really like about it. I don't really like that it looks like it has a whole bunch of facial hair. I don't really like that it looks like it's wearing a shell as opposed to it being a part of its design. And then I don't really like how different it looks from Chespin. Chespin was super cute, and while Chestnut is cool, I don't really feel like they're related almost. Fennekin's pretty dang cute. I like this one too. Fennec foxes are a really cute animal, so I like having a Pokemon based on them. Braixen's the logical next step of Fennekin. It makes sense. Looks pretty cool. I don't know why it has a stick for a wand in its tail, but you know what? That's fine. Whatever. I feel like there should have been a bigger jump from Braixen to Delphox. I feel like they could have just done a little bit more with this design, but still, I really like this as an end stage. I like that it's using the stick as a wand. It's a very like magey kind of wizard kind of deal. I don't know, this is cool, and overall I think it's really neat. I like this one a lot. Oh, Froakie's so cute. He's a little watery frog with a little bubble scarf thingamajig. I don't know what it is, but he's cute and I like him. I really like Frogadier as well. Super neat, super fun, reasonable middle stage for a water evolutionary Pokemon. It's a little awkward as far as second stage starter Pokemon go, but I still think it's all right. And then of course everybody knows and loves Greninja. It's like a ninja frog. How could you not like this thing? It's got like a tongue scarf, which I admit is a little bit weird in hindsight, but look, hey, he's doing his best, okay? Bunnelby is cute. I like Bunnelby a lot. It just feels like it's a little bit too similar to Buneary. Diggersby is a good evolution as well. It makes sense why Bunnelby would evolve into this. However, I can't really help but make comparisons to Bunnelby and Lopunny again. Fletchling's really cute. I think this is a fun idea for a fiery bird. It looks kind of different from a regular bird, which is why I think it's all right. And also it's got some fun designs going on in the tail feathers and like the kind of crest on its chest. I like this. Fletchinder is a perfectly logical next evolution for Fletchling. I think this is really neat. They added a few extra elements and they added more arrows to the tail because it goes faster. And then of course Talonflame is the final stage and it's super cool. It is a little bit over designed. There's a lot of decals going on it, but I still like Talonflame and I think we need another fire flying Pokemon anyway. So this one's really cool. I like this. Scatterbug kind of feels boring to me. It's kind of just like if they took Weedle and they put it in black and white. It's more likable than Weedle for sure. It's got more character, but I still feel like they could have done just a little bit more with this. Spupa on the other hand is probably the best cocoon Pokemon I think out of all of them. I don't really know how we got from Scatterbug to here because there's a lot of differences here that I could talk about, but in short, I don't know why I got like a little silk scarf, a silk coat, if you will, or something like that, and I got some extra colors as well, but I like the squares. They're kind of indicating that something else is going to be coming up. And then of course Vivillon? I don't know. Anyway, this one's really cool. I like this a lot. I like that it's like a very pixelated butterfly, and I like that there's a whole bunch of different variations depending on what region you're playing the game. And Mark, put those up! Great, thanks. Overall, I think Vivillon is probably my favorite butterfly Pokemon. I think this one's really cool, and I really like the whole, square pixely design. I just think it's fun. Litleo's super cute. I actually do like Litleo. I just feel like they could have done a little bit more with the design. It's a little under-designed in my opinion. Pyroar, on the other hand, is like freaking perfect. This is the best way to do a fire lion. This is just super awesome. And I also like what they did for the female version. I think this is really cool, and it's a fun difference between the male and the female versions. The only question I have is why didn't we get Pyroar earlier? I feel like Pyroar would have fit in perfectly to Gen 2. Other than that, I think this is a really cool design. I really like this. I'm just surprised it took us this long to get a lion Pokemon. Flebebe's pretty dang cute. I like the idea of a little fairy that like hangs out with flowers and it takes care of nature. That's pretty neat. Flabebe is a good second stage. It makes sense as far as evolutions go. And now it's, carrying the flower instead of the flower carrying it. I think that's kind of cute. And then Florges is obviously the culmination of like the whole design philosophy they went with this one. I need to shut up. Those are big words. Florges is big flower lady. Good jab, Porkerman. Also, why is this line not grass type? It's just fairy and that makes no sense at all. Skiddo's pretty cute. He's like a little grassy Billy Goat. He's fun. And Go-Goat's super awesome as well. He's like a really grassy mountain goat. I think this is fun. I like this idea. These Pokemon don't get noticed very often, but they're really good. Pancham is super cute. Once again, though, why did it take us this long to get a panda Pokemon? I like that he's chewing on eucalyptus. Pangoro I like a little bit less. He's a little too aggressive and edgy for me to be super in love with, but I like that he's still got the little sprig in his mouth. Shows that he hasn't forgotten his roots. I don't know how I feel about Furfrou. It kind of feels like it's trying to be Eevee, but it's not anywhere near as interesting as Eevee. I like that they have a bunch of different forms and you can change its hair around. Mark, put those up. Great, thanks. Furfrou's all right. I just feel like Furfrou's really forgettable. Esper has seen some stuff. Real talk.
What do you want? And it's like, and I'm like, spinach. And then they just destroy it with spinach. I want like 5 other things. You can't just fill it up with spinach and think that's all it's gonna be. I just want lunch.
Meowstic's okay. I'm not super in love with it. It feels kind of bland to me, but I guess it is what it is. I like the female Meowstic a lot more. It very much has a French vibe going on. For Meowstic as a whole, I'm not super in love with it. I like the female form because it has a lot of French inspiration, but the male form just kind of falls by the wayside. It's not super entertaining to me. I don't dislike these Pokemon. I just don't really anything them, I guess. So I like Honedge, but I feel like I'm not supposed to. I don't like Doublade as much, and it's because they very much went with the whole Magneton evolutionary line reasoning. Just add another one and it's good. I'm gonna go more in depth in a minute, but Aegislash is super cool, even the shield form. Blade form's awesome as well. I know that he's just a sword with a face, but look, I still think it's really neat. I love the idea that like a sword got possessed by its previous owner and it came to life. I don't know, it's pretty cool. Does it feel like a Pokemon? Maybe not so much, but I still think the design is fun and I like this regardless. Spritzy is super cute. I don't know what they were going for, but it's adorable as heck and I like it. Oh god, Aromatisse is hideous though. Get it off my screen, please. Swirlix is cute. He's a little floaty cotton candy thing. He's adorable. Oh god, Slurpuff's hideous though. Get it off my screen, please. Inkay's pretty cute. Wait, do we have a squid Pokemon yet? Malamar's cool just for the way you evolve Inkay to Malamar though. You gotta like hold your console upside down at a certain level for it to evolve from Inkay to Malamar, and I think that's really unique and a lot of fun. I don't know why they went with that, but it's still pretty neat. I just wanted to see it upside down. This is really cool, actually. I like this a lot more than it right side up, honestly. Unpopular opinion warning. I like Binacle. I think it's fun that we have a barnacle coming out of a rock as a Pokemon. I don't know. I like this. I think this is neat. I think it's unique. I think it's fun. Shut up. Barbaracle is way less likable though. Why is everything on it hands? Its face is hands. Its hands are hands. Its shoulders are hands. Its feet are hands. All right, maybe its feet aren't hands. Barbaracle is all right. I feel like there was a better way to do this though. I don't know. I guess it's okay. Scrub's okay. I like it. He's a little sickly, little seaweed seahorse kind of deal. It's better than Horsey. We'll give it that. All right. Real talk though, Dragalge is like one of my favorite Gen 6 Pokemon. This thing is so dang cool. It's like a seaweed, like sea dragon kind of deal. And God, it's just so awesome and like magnificent. How do you not love this? This is freaking amazing. Plancher's pretty cute. I like this idea. It is kind of just like a regular blue shrimp with a real big claw, but you know what? It's still likable and it's still fun. Clawitzer, on the other hand, this is so freaking comically good. Its one claw is like bigger than the rest of its entire body. And it's obviously based on like, oh, I got a bazooka or whatever. And it's so on the nose and it's just silly. I love this. Helioptile's cute. He's a little zappy lizard and he's happy to be living life. He's great. Also, I guess he plays Zelda because he's got the Triforce on his head. That could be the Illuminati symbol though. Helioptile's cool. I wish that the official art had like his whole sun disk thing because I think that's much cooler. He looks kind of like a satellite. You know what, Mark? Just put that up. Put up the version of Helioptile with the thing on the thing. You know, yeah, there you go. You did it. Yeah. Tyron's cute. This is like the first fossil Pokemon in a while that I've been like super excited about. I think this one's a lot of fun. And then Tyrantrum is super cool. This is the perfect way to do a freaking Tyrannosaurus Rex Pokemon. This is awesome and badass and it just, gosh, it's so dang cool. I love this. This is amazing. Amora is really cute too. I think I just like the fossil Pokemon this time around. I think they just picked dinosaurs that I just genuinely like. And then Auroras is super awesome. It's super elegant and it's very like Aurora-y, which is obviously what they were going for. It's appropriately designed. It's got like little ice crystals in it as well, so that makes sense. And gosh, it's just really likable. I love these. I don't know how I feel about Sylveon. Part of me is like, this is really cool and I love the idea. I love the idea that they made a fairy evolution for Eevee. I'm just kind of upset that it still isn't ghost type. Give me Spookion or give me... Do I like Hawlucha? I don't know if I like Hawlucha. I like the whole luchador aspect. Just, I don't know if they did it super great this time. It's all right. It's short, fat Pikachu. Hi, Dedenne. Please leave. Carbink is something caught in a rock. I don't know what this is. I guess it's okay. Praise Goomy. I love Goomy. It's so dang cute. He's so likable and derpy. And it's just, yes. I love this. It's so good. Sliggoo is even better though. I love Sliggoo. It's so cute. It's like a snail dragon thingy. It's a goopy snail. What's not to love about it? It's just so dang awesome. I love this one. Oh man. I like Goodra a little less. While I still like the line as a whole, I just feel like they went in a little bit of a different direction that I wasn't really wanting or expecting. Yeah, all right, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel. This is a literal keychain Pokemon. I've always been one to defend Klefki, but looking at it again, I just can't. This is just really, really stupid. The idea behind Klefki is that there's a Japanese folklore where if an inanimate object is abandoned and turns 100 years old, it gains a soul. That being said, they could have put it into any sort of inanimate object. It didn't have to be a keychain, Game Freak. Phantump's cute, I like Phantump. Trevenant's really cool, I like this too. I just like the idea of like a spooky haunted tree. I like the ghost Pokemon this time around, it's good. Pumpkaboo's super cute, I'm surprised we didn't get a pumpkin Pokemon yet. And Gorgeist is a lot of fun too. It's a jack-o'-lantern Pokemon, which I'm surprised we didn't have yet. This is how you do inanimate object Pokemon correctly. I like Bergmite. I don't know if I'm allowed to, but I like Bergmite. I know it's not popular, but I still like it. It's like a little bug that's like caught in an ice cube or something. Get it? And then Avalugg is like the other half of the iceberg. Bergmite's the tip of the iceberg and Avalugg is the rest. I think you get it. A lot of people don't like Avalugg and I think it is kind of forgettable, but honestly, I like this one a lot. I think it's pretty cool. Noibat's super cute and super likable. I like this one a lot. It is a little bit over-designed, but I like that it's like super sound-based. I think that's fun. And then of course, Noivern is super cool as well. I feel like they appropriately designed this one. Noibat was a little over-designed. This one's appropriately designed. They really doubled down on the whole like ears or speakers thing, and I think that's super cool. I like this a lot. All right, so we're back to a manageable number of legendaries now. Xerneas is super cool. I think more people need to like Xerneas because this thing is so dang awesome. It's like very regal and elegant, and it makes sense why it would be fairy type, especially with the super colorful antlers, which are just amazing, by the way. Xerneas is awesome. Probably one of my favorite legendaries. Yveltal is super cool as well. I love this idea. It's got like 3 hands or whatever. I don't know. It's really neat though. It feels very ominous and foreboding, and it's not too over designed, but it's a legendary, so it's appropriately designed. I don't know. This thing's just really cool. I think they really knocked it out of the park with the legendaries this time around so far. And then honestly, this is one of my like top 5 favorite legendary Pokemon of all time. Zygarde is just so freaking amazingly awesome. It's like got all these hex designs, which are already cool, and it's black and green, which is a great color scheme, and it's like a very serpenty kind of deal. Gosh, this thing is just so dang cool. I love this. But then they had to go and make it into a dog. But then they had to go and make it into a Megazord. I'm gonna be honest here. I think they kind of ruined Zygarde a little bit. I really like the original design, but the dog and the Megazord are a little bit weird. I'll admit I do like the Megazord, but that's just child Mark talking. I played with a lot of Power Rangers toys when I was a kid, okay? The dog form is just kind of boring. It's got a scarf, and I guess that much is fun, but I mean, I just don't understand why we needed these forms and how they tie into the serpent one that we originally had. I totally forgot about Single Cell Zygarde as well. This thing's cute. I like this. I just kind of wish it was its own Pokemon. All right, next, we're done with Zygarde now. Diancee's pretty cute. I like this one a lot, honestly. I like the rock fairy motif. I think it's a lot of fun, and I like that it's covered in gems. I think it's fun. I do remember a lot of rumors floating around when X and Y first came out that Carbink was supposed to evolve into Diancie if you like traded on Valentine's Day or something like that. And honestly, I think that should have been the case. I feel like Diancie should have just been an evolution of Carbink. They're similar enough that it would make sense, and I don't feel like Diancie is necessarily like legendary material, you know? Hoopa's pretty cool. It's a little over-designed, but you know what? It's still pretty all right. I like this one. Wait, no, never mind. Go back. As far as Hoopa goes, I like the original form better. The bigger form just reminds me of Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus, and it just feels too genie-like, and I don't really like that. That being said, I do really like the idea of Hoopa. It's got like a hoop that it can travel through and like open up wormholes and things like that. I don't know. I think that's pretty neat. Volcanion is awesome just because of like kind of the missed opportunity behind it. I really like it because it's a fire water Pokemon. I think that's really cool. And it's like a steam engine kind of deal. I don't know what it is exactly. I don't like the arms on its back when they split. When they're together, they're fine. But when they split, they're weird. I don't like them. Volcanion's cool though, just because there's a lot of supposedly removed content surrounding him. There's like what is it called? There's like an abandoned power station. I don't know what else to call it. Power energy factory? Electric power factory. What is it called? What do they call that? Power plant. Oh my god. There's an inaccessible power plant in X and Y, which a lot of people assumed that Volcanion would be catchable in, but they just didn't do anything. They're just there to be there and taunt you that you can't go into it. That kind of stuff has always interested me. So for that, I think I give Volcanion a little more credit than it deserves. Overall, I guess it's an alright Pokemon. It's a little over-designed and it's a little silly, full honesty, but I mean, I guess it's still okay. Also, I forgot Ash Greninja. I think the reason I forgot the Zygarde cell and Ash Greninja is because they're not exactly obtainable in-game, and Ash Greninja is technically Gen 7, I think. Either way, I've never used Ash Greninja in the game, and I think it's kind of dumb, and I don't like that it is styled after Ash. I think it's really stupid. Anyway, moving on. All right, now we gotta talk about Megas. That's right, we're squeezing everything into one video. Let's go, folks. Snap, snap. Mega Venusaur is super cool. This is an absolutely perfect evolution of Venusaur. It's just super awesome, and it's super big, and it's got like a whole jungle on its back now. Dang! I left my mouse on the screen for that whole thing. Please don't judge me, all right? Look, here, you know what? Venusaur can just eat the mouse. Eat the mouse. All right, I'm taking too long. Mega Charizard X is pretty cool. It kind of just looks like the shiny form, except now it's breathing fire and it's got some extra spikes. I guess it's all right. Mega Charizard Y, on the other hand, is much, much cooler. It's obviously very speed oriented. It's got a lot of fun things on it to make, you know, bigger wings and pointier bits to make it more aerodynamic. I think this is cool and I like this one a lot. Mega Blastoise is awesome as well. They put hand cannons on him and he got like a huge kind of gun on his back. It's super neat. I like this a lot. Super fun. Mega Beedrill's pretty dang awesome as well. I like this a lot. I think it's really cool. It's like a needle now almost, which is spooky, but I mean, I guess that's what bees do. Mega Pidgeot is just Super Saiyan regular Pidgeot. That being said, I actually really do like Mega Pidgeot. I think this one's a lot cooler. They made it very, very unique as far as birds go, so this one's a lot cooler. Mega Alakazam has learned that there is no more spoon, and in that learning, he gets all of the spoons. I feel like he came from the Matrix. He's got a big beard, which I honestly didn't notice before now, so he's obviously very wise, and he's floating because he's really, really smart, and he learned to levitate by being smart. Mega Alakazam's okay. I like this a lot more than regular Alakazam. Yeah, you know, I get it, Slow Bro. I'm right there with you, buddy. He's just... the shell is eating Slow Bro, and he's just like, well, I guess this is my life now. And you know what? Yeah, I get it, man. Yeah, right there with you, bud. Mega Gengar is pretty dang cool. I don't know why they gave it a third eye, but everything else is super awesome about it. It's like super bright and like very energetic, it feels like. So I think this is really neat. I like this a lot. They literally just let the kid out of the pouch for Kangaskhan. I like the idea. I like the baby in the pouch coming out and being an actual Pokemon. I just wish that little baby was an actual Pokemon. Gen 9, can we get an unevolved version of Kangaskhan, please? Thanks, that'd be great. Mega Pinsir is super cool. I just wish they did a little bit more than just go super hard on the wings thing. Mega Pinsir just kind of looks like regular Pinsir, except it got huge wings, its eyes are crazy, and it got extra pointy horns. That's really about it. I guess it's all right. Mega Gyarados is freaking amazing though. This is perfect. This is like even more intimidating than Gyarados already was, and this feels like a finished Pokemon. This is awesome. I still don't like Mega Aerodactyl. They kind of just made stones poke out of him in a whole bunch of spots. Next, please. Mega Mewtwo X is freaking awesome. This is amazing. This is just super, super cool, and it feels like the next step to Mewtwo, as if Mewtwo even needed a next step. This feels like Mega Mew though. Mega Mewtwo Y is also super, super neat, but I feel like this almost should have been a Mega Mew instead. That being said, I like where they were going for with this. Mega Mewtwo X is like the, you know, physical fighter, and then Mega Mewtwo Y is like the mental fighter kind of deal. I don't know. I think these are cool designs, and overall, I think they're great. Mega Ampharos, you're so fabulous. I love you. It's so floofy, and it's so amazing, and he got his hair back, and he definitely uses Maybelline for sure. Mega Steelix is freaking amazing. It's just, why does no one talk about this Mega? Oh my god, it's so cool. It's like regular Steelix, but they gave it like a really massive shovel chin for some reason, and they put like metallic cores in him, and he's jutting out with crystals and stuff, and he's got a magnetic field. It's so good. This is really cool. I love Mega Scizor. It's like Scizor but on steroids, and it's got like super cool hands and stuff, and he's just super, super awesome and ninja-like, and god, this is so cool. I'm actually getting a little lightheaded. Okay. Whoa! Tyranitar already kind of felt like Godzilla, and then when they add this, it feels even more like Godzilla. Like Godzilla when he's like shooting laser beams out of his mouth. Is that how it do it, Mark? Edit that in. Mega Sceptile's also super cool. I do feel like it's still a little over-designed, but as a Mega, I guess that's expected. Regular Sceptile was over-designed, but Mega Sceptile feels appropriately designed for the stage it's supposed to be. He's got a tree for a tail. How do you not get excited about that? Mega Blaziken kind of just has wristbands and a longer head, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's okay. Doesn't feel like they did enough. Mega Swampert, so cool though. He's like super beef and buff and chonky, and woo boy, I don't want to fight Mega Marshtomp. That's scary. Mega Gardevoir's pretty dang cool. I get they were going for here. They made it much more elegant and kind of next level-y, but I still feel like they could have done just a little bit more. Mega Sableye, as much as I love Mega Sableye, he was like my favorite Pokemon playing competitively from X and Y all the way up to Sun and Moon. I feel like they could have done a little bit more instead of just him having a big old gem to hide behind. Mega Mawile is freaking amazing. I feel like they almost did too much here, but this is still super, super cool. Now it's got like two heads on the back of its head. It's got two giant maws. Oh, Mawile. Okay, got it. Overall, this one's freaking amazing. I really like what they did with this. Oh my god, all the Megas are amazing. Mega Aggron is so freaking cool. It's like they took Aggron and then like, you know what, just get like an extra 300 pounds and add some extra metal plates, and you know what, you'll look fine, I promise. And they were right. This is amazing. I will say, I don't really like Medicham, but Mega Medicham is much cooler. I really like what they went with here. It's kind of like a very, very psychic fightery kind of deal with like extra hands floating out of its back, I guess. I don't know. I can't really put into words what they did here, but I really like this. It's almost like a belly dancer fighter. I don't know. It's cool and it's unique and it's different, and you know what, for that, I guess it's all right. You can't just make a Pokemon a literal lightning bolt. That's silly. Mega Manectric is pretty all right, I guess, but they literally just like, well, Manectric is a zappy Pokemon, make it into an electric bolt and make it spiky. I guess if I really look at it, I do actually like this design. I just feel like it's a little too obvious, you know? All right, I love Sharpedo. This is a little bit too much though. It feels like they just added like a whole bunch of scars to it and they added extra weird parts of it sticking out, and I don't know why they did this. I don't know who was thinking this. Also, he's got a little hole in his mouth. See, look, he's got holes in his mouth that you can just, you know, swim through. It's connected. He can't open his mouth anymore. Why would you do that? Okay, yes, Mega Camerupt is amazing. This is so freaking awesome. Why couldn't this have been the regular Camerupt? He's got a literal volcano on his back now. This is perfect. Mega Altaria is so floofy and I love it. I just want to cuddle up and spend time with Mega Altaria. It's become like a literal cloud dragony kind of deal. It's so awesome and it's so adorable and it's so great. And God, this is perfect. All right, I didn't know what Banette is. I still don't know what Banette is, but this is a lot cooler, I gotta say. This is really neat. They kind of just gave Absol wings and made it floofier. I guess it's okay. Not only have they not gotten rid of Glalie, they gave him a beard and unhooked his jaw. Please go away. I feel like this looks like a Star Wars logo. Am I right? I think I'm right. I don't remember the actual logo because I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but this feels like something I saw in Star Wars. Mega Salaman's pretty neat. Mega Metagross is so freaking cool. This thing looks so awesome. I love this. I just wish there was another Mega Metagross that had like 8 limbs on it. You know how they went from Beldum with 1 to Metang with 2 to Metagross with 4? Well, I want one with 8, please. I think the only way I would have liked Mega Latios is if Mega Latios fused into Mega Latios and it became this. See, look, they basically look identical. I don't really know why these Pokemon needed Megas. I kind of like them. I think that's fun. They went with the whole jet theme and they brought it to the next level, but I wish it was one Pokemon instead of both, you know? We don't need both. All right, this is probably like one of the coolest Pokemon designs of all time, I gotta say. Mega Rayquaza is, oh my gosh, it's so over the top, but it's obviously supposed to be over the top. However, rest in peace competitive meta, we hardly knew ye. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so cool and it's so intimidating and dragony and so freaking cool. I love this. Also, look, they finally gave him teeth. They kind of just gave it leggings and made it have longer ears. Mega Lopunny's all right, I guess. Mega Garchomp is so freaking cool. It did not need a Mega, but it has one, I guess. Its hands are scythes. You don't mess with that. Mega Lucario's pretty dang cool. It doesn't feel like they did enough to differentiate it from original Lucario, but I mean, I guess it's still pretty cool. I don't know how it got from Abomasnow to like ruffled Abomasnow, but I guess it's okay. Mega Abomasnow is all right. I'm not super in love with it. Mega Gallade is super cool though, from the Protector Pokemon to this, which is absolutely the Protector Pokemon. I like this. This is super cool. I didn't like you before. I still don't like you now. Mega Audino, I don't know why you exist. Mega Deontay shouldn't be a Mega. I feel like it should just be Carbink, Deontay, another one, whatever this is. It should just regularly evolve into this because this makes more sense as a regular evolution as opposed to a Mega, in my opinion. That being said, I am glad we got at least one Mega for each generation. I guess that has something to say about it. Hey, we're done. As far as Gen 6 goes, I gotta say, this is pretty dang good. There were only a couple Pokemon that I outright didn't like at all. Aromatisse, Slurpuff, and Klefki are the only 3 that I can think of off of the top of my head. The majority of the generation, however, was really good. Pokemon like Dragalge, Tyrantrum, Aurorus, Sliggoo, Trevenant, and Zygarde are some of my all-time favorites. And as a side note, I think having only 3 legendaries and 3 mythical Pokemon for this generation was a really good move. It let them focus on quality over quantity as opposed to Gen 5, which was obviously quantity over quality. And of course, we can't forget the Megas either. The vast majority of them were super cool and absolutely the right direction to bring these Pokemon. Ampharos, Steelix, Rayquaza, and Garchomp immediately come to mind. And I know I skipped over Heracross and Houndoom for the most part, but they're pretty alright. Next time though, we'll go over Gen 7, where the best Pokemon meme ever comes from.